Hey everyone, we're Chris and Sandy with the Chris and Sandy Show. We get up close and personal with some amazing guests throughout the entertainment industry. And today, like I said on every episode, we got a great one for you. Who do we have?
We're excited to have returning guests to the show, Presley and Taylor. These
Hi,
talented
y'all.
sisters are making waves in country music with their upcoming single, Kind of Girl, which comes out on August 15th.
And we're excited to talk about them and so much more. So welcome to the show.
Welcome.
You guys are so sweet. We're so happy to be back.
Awesome.
A lot's happened since that
A
time.
lot has happened.
Lots happened in the last 5 years, for sure. I know, it's been a whirlwind, but all good things.
So we wanted to ask about your new single that's coming out, Kind of Girl. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're so excited. My sister and I, we released an entire album last year that we're super proud of. And I guess we had too much time on our hands because when we were putting that one out, we were writing a whole nother one. So we hit the studio early this year with Andrew Bayless, and we cut all of our songs for this brand new project. And we got this really beautiful photo shoot together, and we've just been watching the whole thing come together. And this is the first song off of it. Presley actually tells a really good story about what it's about when we're on stage and stuff, so I'll let her take it away, but we're really excited about The Kind of Girl. We're really excited. It's a really special song. When we were writing for this album, we kind of were just really going through, I think the theme for us is like, you know, Taylor and I just turned 28, Taylor's 26. We're just going through our 20s and all the things that come with that. And I think when we got into each writing session, it was just like pieces of our story coming out over and over again. And I think with this song in particular, it ended up being really special. My fiance, actually, he's an artist, he's a songwriter as well. And so like just typically what we all do is like everyone writes throughout the week and then they come back and share what they wrote about. Yeah. And he came home one day and he played me a song that he had written. And it was really, really great. It was good, but it was kind of just like about your typical like blonde hair, blue eyed, jean shorts, country girl. And I was like,
Which is not you.
Like, not me at all. I was salty. I was a little like, okay. About it. I was like, well, you know, I guess I'm not the kind of girl that they write country songs about. And we got black hair, like totally different. So, but it worked out because we kind of got talking about that scenario when we went into one of our co-writes with Michael Farron and Tiffany Goss, and everyone was like, hey, ain't the kind of girl they write country songs about. That's like a cool idea. And then the song was just kind of born from that. So I have to thank my fiance for that idea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And, you know, Kind of Girl redefines what a country girl can be. What part of your identity felt most misunderstood when you made that move to Nashville?
Yeah, I think it's so funny, you know, we're from Connecticut originally. So I think when people think of New England or Connecticut, they're like, oh, country, like those two don't really go hand in hand. But if you're from there and you've been exposed to that, there is like this really like kind of like underground, like roots, sort of like huge country fandom up there. I mean, our grandfather actually opened the first country club in the state of Connecticut. So it's been like part of our family for a very, very long time, and loving country music. And I think when we moved to Nashville too, like the thing about Nashville, which I find really amazing, it's a melting pot. There's people from all over. So you kind of come into this Southern culture, but at the same time, you end up meeting people that are, you know, from Wisconsin or from California, New York, you know, and we all love country music. I mean, for us, like, it was a very natural choice that country would be our genre of choice. And we feel like, we've just made it our own. And this song is kind of just very autobiographical and very true to who we are. I feel too like the thing with country music that really speaks to Taylor and I as songwriters is the storytelling. And I think that's really what makes something country, is the way that the story is told. And I think people are going to hear that in this song that we wrote.
I love that. So how did growing up in Connecticut influence the way you write songs?
Oh, what a good question. I love that. I can remember Presley and I, we grew up in a very musical family. So whenever we would get together on holidays or just during the week, like everyone would have their guitars out. Everybody would be singing around the kitchen table at my grandma's house. And Our grandpa was a songwriter. He loved that. For us, I remember like watching Hannah Montana when I was a kid and being in awe, and then trying to write my own songs in my bedroom, and like we did all of those things growing up. But it really wasn't until we moved to Nashville that we started to really develop as songwriters and become a part of the songwriting community there.
Yeah.
It really just like took hold. We fell in love with it, and yeah, we've been writing ever since, and we just love it.
So this is for each of you. What's something about your sister that only living on the road revealed to you?
Oh my gosh. That's a cute question.
That's a great question.
Something only living on the road. That's hilarious. Presley. I feel like it's hard because we've lived together our whole lives and like traveled together our whole lives. I feel like I might have already known this, but she'll sleep for hours and hours on the bus, and she also gets really hangry when we're traveling.
So I'm the one that's like making everyone pull over
She's like,
for
"I need
food.
to stop." Like, okay.
Taylor, I think, she's not good at sharing makeup. I've learned from being, because like, you know, when you're out on the road, you're like constantly getting ready for things, and like sometimes I run out of my makeup, and I'll be like, "Tay, I need yours," and just she gets all up in arms about that. So she's very particular about what's hers.
Yeah, and I also run on coffee.
And coffee. Yeah, she has to have coffee. Yeah.
So same question, but what did it reveal about yourself?
I think being out on the road it's so funny. It's so who you are out on the road with plays such a huge part of the experience, whether it's a good experience or not.
Yeah.
We have been completely blessed to have each other. Our dad drives the bus. Our drummer has been with us for 7 years. He's like a brother to us. The guys that we have, our guitar player, our bass player, like it's like family. So like it's a really great bonding time, I think, for the whole group when we get to spend, you know, because really with country, you spend weekends out on the road. At the level that we're at, we're spending pretty much every weekend this summer we've been out on the road, and it really does just bring everybody together and allows like for that like family time and like chemistry, and then that just shows so much more on stage, I think, because we're all like living life together every day, and it's really fun. So yeah, it's been a blessing.
I love that. I would say too, it makes you really like slow down and be grateful, because there are times when, you know, growing up, I would be like very uncomfortable, like, oh my God, I haven't showered in 3 days, and I don't know where my next meal, like what is going on. But as adults, like Presley said, like kind of yet being able to do this with really like some of our best friends and in our band, like it just makes me extremely grateful that I can wake up at noon and go get a coffee when we stop and talk to you guys and travel out there. You know, it just really slows things down, and I love that.
So what's something that Nashville's taught you the hard way that you wish every new artist would know?
Great question.
That's a really good. These are good questions,
These are awesome.
guys.
I love this.
They're kind of deep.
I'll say mine. I'll go first. Okay, mine, and I think we're still learning this lesson. But you have to work hard. Like it doesn't matter. I think in the music industry, it's so funny. In so many industries, like you can work hard and do all the steps and get to a certain end goal. And with music, you can work every day of your life and pour your heart and soul into it and still not reach that goal that you're looking at. So I think what Nashville has taught us is like, even with the work ethic that we have, you just have to keep going, and you can't get discouraged if your hard work technically isn't paying off the way that you think it should be. It will come, and it's all in God's timing, and you kind of just have to like, I think we've really like come to that consensus, especially with this new music. We're so proud of it. We're so excited. And we've been working since we were teenagers doing music. You just have to keep going. You can't get discouraged. And you just have to thank God for all the opportunities that you have, no matter, you know, big or small. It's all a gift.
And you have to love it. You have to love songwriting, all the aspects of
being an artist and evolving as an artist, like the reason why we keep going, you know, at any level of success is because we love it, you know? And I think advice I would give to artists like just starting out or moving to Nashville is really protect like your artistic integrity and be really true to, okay, I might sound like this right now. Try not to be overly influenced by like what's going on in the music scene at that moment or people around you. Like really be true to your heart and true to what you love, because that's what translates ultimately.
Martina McBride actually told us that when we were like, we opened for her at like our hometown fair. Yeah. And we were like, she was like 14 and I was 16. And she said that to us. She was like, you have to be so true to yourself. And I think in the moment we heard that advice, and it was such great advice, but it's taken years of like just learning who we are to be like, oh no, like, we know what we are and who we are.
Know what we want to say. So, yeah, don't let anybody take that away from you.
Now, this next part's kind of along what you just talked about, but let's go a little deeper. Everybody, a lot of people, they see the glory in what you do, but they don't see the grind, the sacrifice, the tears, the struggles it takes to get to any level within entertainment. And nobody really talks about that side of it, but on our show, we do. So take a few moments and just tell us about that side of it a little deeper than what you just went.
Yeah. I think Presley and I are really, really blessed to have each other to share in those moments, because it is really hard. It is really hard. I feel like it's really easy to feel rejected on big scales and small scales, you know, when you're putting yourself out there and you're putting your music out there and you're putting everything out there that you can every day.
You got trolls.
Whether it's online or in person, you know, I think especially Presley and I, like, I think, you know, we're sensitive. We have like a very, you know, with thick skin on the exterior, so you might not know it, but her and I are really able to be vulnerable with each other and share and be like, you know what, that sucked today. That sucked, and that did not feel good, and that's okay, but we're gonna keep going, and that's okay.
Yeah. I think it's hard to, like, you know, certain things happen in life, I think also. And, you know, the other thing that goes on in this realm too is like the comparison game with other people. And we have social media and you can constantly see everyone else's numbers, what everyone else is doing. And life happens. I mean, like, we've been through a lot of stuff, especially in the last year, like personally, that it's hard to, like, you don't really show that to people. And so like you have to have kind of like one sense on social media and like what's going on with our music and all this stuff, but then like in the background there's this other element that you kind of have to work through. And it's funny to learn to like meld like your life and your career, you know, because I think this career is so leans so heavily on your life, you know, so it's interesting, but I don't know, it's funny. It's a great question to talk about. I feel like I'm in therapy, honestly.
I know.
Nice. Nobody ever asked us this out.
So was there ever a moment where you almost quit? Tell us about that.
Many moments. I think it's not easy to keep going.
It's like marriage. I feel like neither of us are married yet, but we're about to be. But it's like everyone says, like in marriage, you like have to choose that person every day. And I feel like with music, it's the same thing. You have to choose it every single day. And because we started doing this when we were so little, like we went through, like, you know, me at 17, I'm like, I want to hang out with my friends. And she's like, well, I want to do music. And I think the gift for us is we've constantly had each other. So if one was like pulling away, the other one's pulling us.
Okay.
So we're very lucky in that sense.
And now I feel like we as adults, just like running the business aspect and moving our career forward ourselves, you know, we found a really good balance with each other. And again, just like being grateful for that we're even get to do this at this point, and that we're still doing this. And it really makes us just want to keep going like for the rest of our lives, because no matter what happens. Like,
and it's so funny too, like I even think like when you ask, oh, is there times when it's like, there's times when you've thought about it, but then like the thought of not doing music is so much scarier than, like, you know, so that's why I think we've never ever stopped.
And every time every time we've tried, like even like from age 14 to, like Presley said, I'm 26, every time something happened where we would try to be like, oh, well, maybe we should
Maybe it's not
step
working,
back or
yeah.
whatever. Like God always like gave us a reason to keep going. And
it's probably
it's
usually
really-
comparison that makes you want to quit.
right. And yeah, and like
Big part of it.
yeah, but he's just like kept us on this path, and we're just grateful for that, and we're open to it, and we're just open for whatever God has for us. So
Love that. You know, a lot of people, they see you guys, but they don't see the team around you. And in our opinion, teams never get any love. On our show, they always get love. So take a
Love
few
that.
moments and just tell us about the team that helps you be who you are.
yeah,
That's
it takes
so
a village.
It does.
It really
And it takes the
does.
right people. And I
Yeah.
think that's another like lesson that a lot of new artists, not just us, a lot of new artists learn when they come to Nashville. I think you come to Nashville and it's like immediately everybody kind of jumps in to be like, oh, we can do this. And it's like figuring out who's really there for the right reasons, who really wants to support you, who doesn't want to just take from you. And that took us a long time to learn and to get the right people around us. And we're very sensitive to who we have around us,
But we're
because it's so
very
important.
blessed at this
Yeah.
time.
Like you guys
Everyone.
you met Quinn, our publicist. She
Yep.
is like a
Yes.
gem. I feel like she's like a third sister. She's like us. It's so funny. She's like the girl in the group that we can be like, oh my gosh, Quinn. And then like I said earlier, our band has been with our guitar player's been with us for about 3 years now. Duran, our drummer, 7 years with him playing in our band, which is a gift. And then our bass player Eli has been about a year and a half with us. Just beautiful people. Our parents are so supportive of what we're doing. We have an amazing marketing team. We have an amazing distributor who helps us when we distribute our music. We just have really incredible people around us, and we're always looking to grow. When we're looking to grow that team, we want the rest of the team to look and be like, oh yeah, that's a good person we can add in. You know,
Right.
that makes sense. So it does take a village, like Taylor said, and yeah.
You know, speaking of teams, we have a third co-host, our 13-year-old. That usually
Yes,
comes on,
he's
ask a couple
13
questions. He's
now.
13 now because he came on
Oh,
back then too.
He
I
was
think.
8 then.
was 8.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So while
I'll
Sandy
get him.
while Sandy goes and gets him, what's kind of next for y'all?
Yeah. We are just like grinding. We are so excited about this album that nobody's heard and that isn't out. We're like listening to it on repeat in our cars, just like loving it, which says a lot. Like, as surprising as it is, it's actually really hard to like love your own music. So
yeah, not be critical, overly
and not
critical.
be overly critical of it. So we are just so excited to roll out this album and for everyone to hear it, and hopefully it reaches like a lot of like people that already love us and a lot of people who've
Mhm.
never heard us before and can fall in love with it and relate to it. I think that's what we're most excited about.
Yeah.
And then of course, like, we live to tour, we live to play
Yeah.
shows. It just like feeds our souls and fuels our fire. So we if you check out our website.
I don't hear y'all. Your sound went out. There's
Hey.
your sound went out.
Oh,
We don't hear y'all. Yeah, we can't hear you. I guess log out and back in. If y'all got a phone call on the phone, it will knock you out. You coming, Acres? Yep, we're live, but technical things happen. They'll be back in.
oh no.
Got to be destroyed when you come. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you hear
Oh,
us?
there you
Can
are.
hear us?
I
was like, we can't hear
I
the
take
sound.
it y'all got a phone call during it.
Oh,
I don't see one, but maybe.
Because I know that'll
something
be. I
interfered.
forgot to mention it because I know sometimes if a phone call comes through while if you're using a phone, it will knock out the sound.
Okay. Got
okay. I didn't see one, but maybe that was probably it.
it. Something interfered, but we're back.
All right, hey, Presley Taylor. So, what's your favorite food?
Hey,
How are
you
you?
cut out for
Yeah,
one
what was
second.
your question?
It's good to see you, though.
Yeah, well, what's your favorite food?
Oh,
Oh,
okay. favorite
that's
food.
a great
That's a great
question.
question.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Coffee for Taylor, pizza for me.
Pizza. I'll always get a pizza.
Any seafood too. Seafood love.
Because what's yours?
Pizza.
Pizza? Oh, see?
Mhm.
You get it.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right. So, what's one of the coolest experiences you've had on your journey so far?
Great question. I mean, we've had so many cool things happen. I think any time that we get to play a music festival, that to me is like the coolest experience. I absolutely love like when they have the catwalks and there's like a huge crowd, and I just think to me that's like the most fun thing is getting to play in a music festival.
That's a standout for sure. For sure. Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah. Huh?
Anything else?
That's it.
Oh, it was
Good
so good to
question.
see you.
Uh huh.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
So cute.
Well, like I told you earlier, that's the part I get nervous about is the tech, because there's nothing you can do.
You never know what's
I know.
gonna happen.
So
Keeps
what's
it
it like
interesting.
being on the
Keep their
bus?
toes, yeah.
So what's it like being on the bus since y'all are like right there right now?
Good.
It's so fun. It's so fun. We just love it because it's really nice when you get to like sleep. When like we left really early this morning, we left at like 5 a.m. So we got to nap for a little bit, and then we have our dogs with us too. So we get to
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Is I can bring my little Jolene.
yeah,
with
we don't have
us
to leave
and-
them at home. Which
Yeah.
is the best. And they like guard the bus while we go play, and our dad's here with us driving, and it's just really fun. The whole
It's like
experience is cool.
home, away from home.
And
at
you get
this
to
point.
see so much too when you drive. You get to see a lot, and it's nice.
Yeah.
So do y'all have an aha moment where back in your early days where you thought, wow, this could be a career?
We were so little. I remember being like a little girl, I think like maybe 6 or 7, and being in the car and listening to the radio and like saying to my mom, like, I want to be on the radio. Like, I don't know why I remember that, but that was like
Oh,
a
wow.
thing when I was a kid, and I just knew. I didn't know how it was going to unfold. When I turned, I think 16, I just for some reason had this like, I just wanted to sing. I really wanted to sing, and I just begged my parents to let us like go to a recording studio. That was like the coolest thing in my opinion. And I was like, please, please, please. And because we're only 2 years apart, we're very close in age. It's just the two of us. So our whole lives we've done everything together. Everything's even. And my parents were like, well, if you're gonna do it, Taylor has to do it too. We can't just let one of you do it. So we both went in and found out we could both sing. And my parents were kind of like, oh, no way. And then they got us into vocal lessons after that.
wow.
And yeah, and we just kind of hit the road running. We literally, from that moment, Taylor was 14, I was 16, we started playing shows. We started doing like radio, and we literally do like radio interviews in the morning. We drive to like places in New York and all over, and then we'd come back and go to school in the afternoon. And it's just been something we've done. Now it feels like the majority of our lives.
I feel like I can't imagine my life without it. So
Yeah.
I don't even
It's
know.
all
I
you've
don't even know
known.
when the moment was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's all you've known.
exactly. Yeah.
So if you could co-write with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Great question.
You go first. Oh, I am such an Emily Wise fan.
I knew you were
fan.
going to say that. I knew you were gonna
I
say
love
that.
her original music. I love everything she writes. So hopefully that actually will happen someday, and we'll get to write with her. That would be amazing. That would be, yeah. I would be like pinching myself, but also just really excited.
I love Casey Musgraves. I've always loved Casey. I love her writing style. She would be one. And then Hardy. I love the way Hardy writes.
Yeah.
I would
That would
die if
be
we could write
a
with
big
him.
one too,
Yeah.
So where do y'all want to be in 5 years?
In 5 years, I would want us to be like out on tour, like fully like a headlining tour.
Selling
Maybe
out.
Yeah.
Selling out some really good venues.
Maybe
and
have like an ACM or a CMA under
maybe
our
have
belt.
a couple number ones on the radio. That's our 5-year plan.
Yeah.
I love that. So let's look even deeper down the road. Let's say it's 20 years. Y'all have made it on a success on a grand scale. Whatever that looks like for you, you feel like you've made it. What do you hope you never forget along that journey?
I think just like the importance of like being humble and being like a person, like a normal person, and like making sure that like the people around us are the priority, not what we're achieving or what we're receiving.
Yeah.
It's all about the people. I mean, I think Taylor and I, we always talk about this, like success to us at this point in our lives
is like being able to provide for the people that we care about most. So like to provide for our band, like to give them work, like that's so important to us, to provide for our families, you know, and then to be able to help other people on top of that. I think that's like truly like when you're successful is like when you can do those things for other people. So yeah.
You know, speaking of families, you know, y'all are about to have new families now. How do you, you know, with y'all rising in the public eye, how do you protect that?
Yeah. We're really lucky because both of our fiancés are in the music industry. So Brent is a producer. He also has been out on the road with Trace Atkins as his keyboard player for the last 7 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Isaac, my fiance, has like residencies in downtown Nashville. He's a singer and a songwriter as well. So we're very lucky in the sense of like they understand what's going on. I think too, just like not oversharing on social media is kind of a big thing, at least for me.
I don't think we ever have done that. Like
Yeah.
we've both been in relationships I've been in mine for 7.5 years. Presley's been in hers for almost 6 years. And I think like on social media and in the public eye, we keep it about like our relationship as sisters and what we're doing with our music and stuff. And I think that's kind of our way of just protecting like our private lives and our families.
I feel like I've seen it go bad so many times for other people, like when they share like constantly talking about their relationship and then something happens and you're like,
I also feel bad too because a lot of our songs are about our exes.
Yeah.
And then it's like if everyone thinks we're in this happy relationship, you know, because we're both in healthy, happy relationships. It's like not every song is about these two men, but we don't want people, you know. So yeah, it's a balance.
What's a song that's been influenced by them?
oh, he's like Tennessee.
He's like Tennessee was influenced by both of them for sure. And Easy on You was influenced by them. And then The Kind of Girl was kind of influenced by us.
Yeah, he's like Tennessee is kind of just all about the fact that like for us, like Tennessee didn't really start to feel like home until, you know, she met Brent.
wow.
And kind of took off from there. So gave us that idea for the song.
Yeah.
Because we know you're on the road, we're going to let you go in a minute. But before we do, what advice would you give that person that wants to do what you do?
I would say work ethic is everything. Like you want people to be able to look at you when you don't have any help and be like, whoa, look at what they're doing. They're doing so good, and like want to come alongside you and work with you and assist you. Like you said earlier, it does take a village. So you want people to be able to see that work ethic in you and that you really want it.
I think too, just like really enjoy the creative process. I think that's something that like I just love so much is like literally this song idea popping into my head, like just from living my life or, you know, looking for something and it comes to me. And then we go into like a writing room and we get this amazing song that didn't exist before we walked in there. And then you get to like bring it to life through all the visuals and the recording and all of it. Like just the creative process, like enjoy every second of it, lean into that, let it feed you and just keep going. It's our best advice.
So as we close out, tell everybody who you are, where they can find you, and any last words.
Yes, thank you guys so much. This was such a fun interview and such great questions. We're Presley and Taylor. This is my sister Presley and I'm Taylor. You can find us everywhere at Presley and Taylor. We try to keep it simple for everybody. But go check out our new music.
Pre-save our song.
Kind of Girl comes out on August 15th.
Yes.
Please go listen to it and follow us on Spotify and comment on our stuff because we run all of our own stuff. So we want to see that you saw this and we want to connect with you.
Love that. You know, we always enjoyed having you back on the show, and you're always welcome anytime.
Thank
You
you
guys
guys.
are wonderful. Thank you so much.
We enjoyed
Y'all-
this so much. Thank you.
Y'all have a great day.
Have a
Bye,
great
guys.
day. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, the